French Real Estate Podcast. Hello, everybody. This is David, host of the French Real Estate Podcast and founder of ESREFrance.com, your source for French real estate information in English to help you understand better the French real estate buying process, and also English-speaking French real estate service providers. For example, if you're looking for an English-speaking French real estate agent in France, we will use our bilingual skills to help you track down an English-speaking French real estate agent in your area of choice. In addition, we can help you connect with an English-speaking French mortgage broker so that you can learn about the possibility of getting financing for your future dream home in France. Now, looking for an English-speaking French mortgage broker is not so easy, and that's one of the reasons why we help you with that service. And it's really important that you take the time to connect with one prior to looking at a property, as I've mentioned before in some of the previous podcasts, so you have an idea as to, can you actually get a mortgage in France? Because some people think they can, but it depends on where you're located, your financial situation, and a lot more. So this is why you'd want to talk to an English-speaking French mortgage broker before you actually get out looking at property. So they can offer you what's called a simulation de finance. It's simulated financing for the potential property you're buying. However, they will not offer you an approval for a mortgage until you've actually found the property. Yes, indeed. The bank will not offer you approval on a mortgage until you actually found the property and signed what's called compromis de vente or an avant contract at the notary's office. So they know all the details of the property that you wish to borrow a mortgage to purchase. Now, with regards to that, you might be wondering, and this is a question and the inspiration behind this mini podcast, how long is it going to take for a bank to actually approve you for a mortgage? Well, I reached out to one of the English-speaking French mortgage brokers that we know and asked them, from the time that the file is being prepared by them and sent off to the bank, how long is it going to take? And the answer I got, it's a bit of a wide range, is between 6 and 14 weeks from the date that the complete file is sent over. So you have to imagine that you find the property that you're looking for, you sign the compromis de vente at the notary's office, then you send that compromis de vente copy that gets sent over to the mortgage broker. They complete your file and then they send it out to a selection of banks that they believe will potentially give you a mortgage. And the response time for those banks to get back to the mortgage broker and to you is between 6 to 14 weeks. Once again, it is not a quick process. This is why it's really important for you to take the time ahead of finding a property to speak with a mortgage broker. You want to have already established a relationship with the mortgage broker so they pay attention to your file right away when you find that ideal property. You take a big risk potentially if you decide, okay, I found a great property, I've signed a compromis de vente, now I need to go find a mortgage broker to assist me. And you only have a short period of time that's allowed, a period of time that's allowed on the compromis de vente for you to actually get your financing. So you need to make sure that you have everything in place prior to finding your property, just that basically that the mortgage broker is waiting for you to provide them with the contract from the notary's office, and then that completes the file and then it can send it out for you. The last thing you want to do is push the limits of the financing clause in the contract that you're buying your new home and then actually lose the opportunity because your financing was not approved because there wasn't enough time for the French banks to offer you a mortgage opportunity. Because it does take, as I mentioned, between 6 to 14 weeks for the banks to get back to you. Now, I'm not giving you here financial advice. I highly recommend you speak with an English-speaking French mortgage broker to learn more about the process, what's needed, what documentation they need from you, what's the possibility of you getting a mortgage in France. This is David, host of the French Real Estate Podcast and founder of ESREFrance.com. If you'd like to be introduced to an English-speaking French mortgage broker, please jump over to our website, ESREFrance.com, and send me a little note through the contact form and I'll respond back to you as soon as possible, usually very quickly. In addition, if you're early in the process of looking at potentially buying property in France, please do start with getting a copy of our little ebook, a free ebook that's Mistakes to Avoid When You're Buying Real Estate in France. Thank you for listening to this. Please subscribe and look forward to sharing with you more soon.